Welcome to a FusionScope workflow video meant to demonstrate the process of data taking and analysis in the FusionScope. The key feature of the FusionScope is its ability to perform correlated measurements and thus leverage the strength of multiple different types of measurements in order to study a sample in ways that could not be done with only a single measurement technique. In this video, we'll be going over a very basic correlation between AFM, EDS, and SEM images of an interlayer via circuit. Once you have saved the images you wish to correlate to your experiment, you'll want to drag the base image into the main experiment window. We'll begin by dragging our AFM image into the main window. Along the right-hand side of the image, we can adjust the color scale of the image. By right-clicking, we can toggle the 3D view option on an AFM image. We can use this feature alongside the FusionScope's ability to correlate different images to make 3D correlated views with EDS and SEM data. In the upper left-hand corner of the image pane, hover over the yellow icon to show the additional options, then click the Correlate Frames option. This window will pop up, allowing you to select what image you want to overlay. We will begin with an EDS image. The images will likely not be perfectly aligned at first, due to the imperfect alignment when initially setting up the AFM tip with the SEM. We will correct for this later. In the upper right-hand corner of the image, you can switch which layer you are controlling. By switching to the EDS image, you can use the alpha to control the opacity of the image. In an EDS image, you can toggle which elements you want to display. This, combined with controlling the opacity, allows us to adjust the image to make certain features easier to see for alignment purposes. Back in the upper left-hand corner of the image pane, hover over the yellow icon and click Correlate Frames again, and then click Adjust Overlay. This window will pop up. It is helpful to move it so we can see both it and our main image pane. In the Overlay panel, we can drag the EDS image, overlaying the AFM image to get a better alignment. But still, we have some issues. To get a better alignment between the images, we will use the control points. In this pane here, you will place corresponding points on the two images and align them with features you can identify. Making this window full screen can be helpful for identifying and placing points. When choosing points, it is best to keep them as spread apart as possible, but near fairly sharp features. Here, I'm choosing a scratch and a few of the large features around the edge of the via, then going back and trying to accurately match them between the EDS and AFM image. In order to see how well the images are aligning, you can reduce the size of the correlation adjustment window in the main image panel. You can see how misaligning a point can affect the image overlay. Now that we have aligned our EDS and AFM data, we can perform the 3D view and now see the EDS data overlaid the AFM topography. Next, we will add the SEM image to the overlay. Similarly to before, in the upper left-hand corner, under Adjust Correlation, select Add Layer, and click on the SEM image you want to add. To make it easier to align the SEM with the AFM image, we'll reduce the opacity on the EDS data, and then adjust the SEM opacity so we can see it well. Once again, in the upper left-hand corner, click Adjust Overlay. The small icon in the upper right-hand corner of this Adjust Overlay window allows us to switch which layer we are aligning. We can make broad adjustments in the first overlay window, and then fine-tune the alignment using the control points. Again, using sharp features and imperfections on the via to guide us. we can also use the stack view to see how the images stack on top of each other. Now that we have aligned the SEM data to the AFM data, we have a correlated set of AFM, SEM, and EDS data. This concludes this FusionScope workflow video. If you have any questions about your system and how to use it, feel free to direct those questions to apps@qdusa.com.